Today we're going to make a spaghetti squash, and we're going to roast it first and then finish it off. And this is going to go with the grilled lamb I made. So you'll see that recipe in there. Oh gosh. Try cutting it in half this way first. I cut the spaghetti squash in quarters. See, it's not that easy to do. Then I take and clean out the seeds. Kind of like pumpkin seeds. I've had spaghetti squash before, you know. It's just like, what you do is roast it. Once you've cooked it, then you fork it out of here, and it does look like spaghetti. We're going to finish it off with a little maple syrup. I'll show you how I saute it up, and then just a little maple syrup. Okay. A lot of spaghetti squash. We'll have some leftovers for tomorrow. That's all you do on the prep of this. You set your oven for 350. You're going to put just a tablespoon of butter on all of this. So the recipe will say that this makes 8 servings if you make a large, you do a large spaghetti squash. So it's just 1 tablespoon of butter for 8 servings on this part. And we'll do another tablespoon when we saute it up, you'll see. Just a little bit more to saute it. So we're just going to cover it like that. A little salt and pepper. And then, like I said, roast it for 45 minutes until it's nice and tender. Put down this oven here. Okay, in a little bit I'll come back and show you how we'll finish. Okay, we're going to finish off the spaghetti squash that we started earlier. We roasted, and what you do with the spaghetti squash is once you take it out of the oven, is you take a fork, and that's what gets it to look like spaghetti. You just scrape it along the side, getting all of it off of the peeling, and then we're going to saute it and add a little seasoning and flavor to it. And that's all you do. Okay, I'm going to put this over here, and then I'll bring the camera over to show how we're going to saute it. Okay, what we have is a pan that we put a tablespoon of butter in, just melted it. And then we're going to take some tongs. And we're going to put the spaghetti squash in the melted butter. And the spaghetti squash is already cooked, so you don't really need to cook it. You're just going to saute it to kind of give it that a little more of the butter flavor. You don't want to cook it too much or it'll turn to mush. Add a little salt and pepper to it. And then we're just going to drizzle a couple tablespoons of the pure maple syrup over the top of it. This gives it that sweet flavor without adding a ton of calories to it. You see it? The real deal, not that sugary syrup. Turn it a little bit of a color and give it that flavor. And that's it. I'll serve it up with the lamb.